Welcome to day 30. The blueprint. Day 30. If we remove the days, it's just another day. The soul shows up every day. Yourself gets to show up every day. We have that choice. And it's the consistency of yourself. And showing up is easy. It's simple. It's effortless. If you take the time to think about it, showing up is just being. We can do that in stillness. In this moment, watching this video, you are being. You're in the moment. Being inside the body, there's calmness. The mind is still. There's clarity. And if we remove that concept of time, which is the mind, then all we got to do is show up for the soul. That soul connection. That awareness. So the blueprint for life. If we could simplify life into a blueprint, and if we could look at the timeline of life, so from when we enter this world, this spark, this divine creation, to when we leave this world on the return, we start from nowhere. And then when we enter this world, we are now here, having this human experience now. And when our time is to come to pass, we return back to nowhere. I know where. Our soul knows, because all you have is awareness, presence, and without the human experience, the mind that gets in the way, we get to become the witness. We are consciousness, which then shows and highlights the importance of this human experience, because if we are all things in that vast space, that is expansion. Meaning when we come back into the body and we bring awareness to the mind, we get to live life from a choice, that gift. Free will. So it's time to make the most of this human experience. And a lot of time we go into this world not knowing. A step into the unknown. And if we had faith that that was the truth, and that we could trust in ourselves, then that step would be met with excitement, with anticipation. Yet that unknown is also met from stories, from past experiences from others. And we take that as truth. The element of fear comes with those stories. That unknown is also met with our past experiences. Things that we're holding on to, things that did not serve us, things that did scare us. And we remember. The memories of the thoughts to the memories of the feelings inside the body, they're two different things. It's the feelings inside the body. Memories are the currency of the soul. It is our current, continuous flow. So our mind, it can go back and come forward. That infinity, the 8 on its side, So we're going to go look at the human experience. I'm going to start from the child. And we're going to go back to the inner child. And if we bring our awareness away from the human experience, the soul in the inner child. The soul is you, always been you. And when we can look at things from a higher perspective, you'll see the missing links. You'll see what we used to do compared to now as the soul. We'll see the relationship with the mind and the body. And then the body and the mind. It's that relationship. It's that balance. The soul becomes one with the mind and body, wholeness. You in the center, the Lord, the Christ, God. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes for me. And we're going to go on a journey, the route and life of the soul. And we're going to look at it through the three-part being. The body, the mind, and the truth, which is your soul. So closing your eyes, let's bring your attention inside the body. Let's connect to your soul, your spirit. As we come into this world, a spiritual being. So if you're looking down at yourself in this world, a pure divine light, all you are is love. Children from God. It's God's creation. And what you put out comes back. Look at the love that comes back your way. The funny voices, the attention, the touch, the love, the energy. What you put out does come back. And we see it with kids all the time. And look how animals react around kids. Love. That's a safe space. That is a soul connection. And animals know the truth. We live in a world of fear. Animals are fearful of our energy. Yet, when you see animals grow up in a household together, cats, dogs, goats, sheep, foxes, lions, you see all different things on the internet. And when it is with love, they respect their owner. All they know is that as a truth. So it's the influence of the outside world, the fear. Where's the fear come from? The mind. So let's start the route, the blueprint of life. And this is a vaguely put blueprint, so we can add and fill in the gaps, but it's something to look at from a higher perspective. Imagine if someone could tell us things to look out for, what to expect, and help us just bring awareness. So as we go through this journey, the bumps and bruises, oh, that was meant to happen. The heartbreak, it's part of the experience. Illnesses, that's from your mind. The foods, that's for your body. Your body is a temple, a god. Your body's so intelligent. Your body responds to your requests, so be true to your word. So what are kids? Unconscious. The conscious mind only comes in 8 or 9. So unconscious, God space, a life of energy, being in the moment, present. Where is the mind? Where is the worry? Well, where are we controlled? The environment. It's our mum and dad or our guardians. And I want you to view this from no attachment. We're not going back and comparing and contrasting or holding on. We're just looking at the truth. So our environments create our reality. And as a kid, we have full trust in our mums and dads or our guardians, because they're the gatekeepers. I call them the shepherds now. So as we go through our early years, what is really taking place? We're curious, we play, we connect, we touch, we feel, we use our senses. And it's important that we do stimulate the senses. Because when the mind has been conditioned over the years, it's those moments of smells. It's that moment of touch. It's that sight, that sunset, and it brings you back. Deja vu. I remember. What do you remember? The sense from your soul, the pre-sense. You've been there before. So as we go on this journey to start with, look at the body and the mind. They're all learning. They're a sponge. So our environments play a key part, which shows that we're all connected. And if we was to look at our body as a kid, because we're playing, because we're energized, our body grows, it flows, it develops. And it's only our environment that will limit that. Our activities, our day-to-day. We run, we jump, we play. All of that is conditioning the body. Yet we do that in flow without the mind. We have the experience first. And then as a kid, we ask questions. Why do we do this? What is that for? And then from the guardians and the mums and dads, we share our truth, the way that we show up, the energy that we hold on to, our activities, our hobbies, our passions, our beliefs, our words. All of these things contribute to our reality. And the soul is to remember oneself, remember thyself. So all from the mind, which is all I just explained then, is the layers that are again created around our truth. So it's the castle, and it's being made all in different stages. We're putting things together, we're connecting the dots, yet we don't know our truth yet. We just have our experience, and then it's the mind that adds meaning. As we go on this journey, we then get introduced to the education. We're told what to think. We're told what to learn. We're told what is right. Stop doing that. Stop doing this. We're told what's wrong. And yet we just go with the flow because that's the way to be. We respect our elders. That's all I know. You listen to the adults. Yet then we go back, be a kid, we play. Any opportunity we get out. That's what goes on from the youth. And as we go through, we then start meeting and connecting with others. Different upbringings, different beliefs, different personalities. And as kids, we often look up to people that inspire us. We repeat their words. We say their jokes. We copy their actions. And when we are met with love, because it is people closest to us, we love them, we trust them. We do what we think is right with love, like the dog and its owner. A dog mirrors the owner, dog God. There's a truth in plain sight. So whenever fear shows itself, we can trace it back. Without the attachment, we can trace it back. And there's a lot of things that have been said to us, that have been taught to us, that we forgot, but it's in there somewhere. And we could call that darkness. If it's not the truth, it's darkness. The vibrations in our body. And as you can see, as we bring awareness from past experiences, we shine the light. We look at it from a higher perspective. We then can find the truth and let things go. We can release that energy from the body, create space. What goes out, something must come back. We fill it with love. We fill it with truth. So the younger years, the human experience, body, soul, the mind is out the way. It's the experience first, the body responds, and then the mind starts having meaning. Yet our words, when we play, I'm going to kill you. I heard a kid say that the other day. I want my brother to die. I heard him say that the other day. You have to step in and say something. What we put out comes back, and we don't even know it. The one beauty that we do have is kids are love. Most of that can be from a game, but we can make people aware of that. That'll stay with you for the rest of your life. Be true to your words. That is your superpower. In fact, when you get older, people are going to say things that are not true. People are going to turn up very negative, very angry. They're just unaware at the moment. What we can do is always show up ourselves. That's your superpower. You can explain ego and soul, your truth, and anything that's not that. Start with the feelings. Can you imagine having that as your knowing? And then from a young age, our body, it develops. And it's what we do in our younger years that shape our body going forward, our foundation. You can identify sports that people play based on their body shapes. I'll share an article with you. Olympic sports, and they're all in the underwear, and you can point them out. So moving our body in all ways, because our body is God. Moving our body in all ways is energy to the body. God speaks to us through energy, so we're communicating back. Energy brings life. The sun, light. We see it in all of our creation. So our light brings life to the body. Movement in all ways. A full spectrum for the body. The conditioning for the body. So again, yoga, Bible of the body. Imagine from a younger age that was the foundation. That covered all areas. The joints, the 3 dimensions, the awareness, the stillness, the progress, all part of the body. And then you find your sports, you find your passions, yet you have your foundation then. Sports, and again, I encourage everyone to do sports, but if over time at that competitive level, you go all out, 100%, when we get older, it does catch up with us. We do pick up injuries because we're not conditioned, we haven't been trained. There's no awareness to our body. Our mind then gives those injuries labels. We hold on to it our whole life. I've always got a bad back now. Yeah, I'm injury all the time, injury prone. Yeah, because you tell yourself. So if we look at the body, the blueprint for the body, energy. Awareness is intention in the body. Where our attention goes, intention flows, the mind to the body. Yoga as a blueprint, I feel, is a great way to connect body, mind, and soul. That is the union. Because in those moments, you're aware of different parts of the body. You're in stillness. It's you and yourself. So to explore the body, that then sets the body. And remember, our body is so magical that it remembers. And as we get older, it responds to the mind. And then we get to work, we get into relationships, we meet stress, and all these labels that we've been told. And then there's ADHD. And then there's mental health. Ment is the mind, all mind. Mental health is all mind. It's taken over the body because the body's just now responding. all mind. I can't even hear the soul anymore. So look at the things that we then tell our body. And then the lack of consistency showing up for ourselves each day, using that emphasis of time. I haven't trained in a while. I haven't moved my body. It's been a few years now. A few years since you connected with God. A few years since you gave appreciation to yourself. Moving the body is appreciation. So again, hold on, become aware of the ego. This is a blueprint. And we're now still here. So as we go on this journey, life gets in the way. The system. We go to work. The 9 to 5. We do things that don't serve us. They don't feel right. They're from instructions from others. It's clashing with our soul. There's a resistance in the body. Dis-ease, stress, illness. And then from that, we don't know how our body works to then heal, to bring it back to balance. And we take the words from others' mind, take this medicine, take that medicine, stop doing that. You need to do this now. You're not going to be able to do that anymore going forward. That's it for you. And we take all those on as a truth. So imagine knowing the body does anything you tell it to. And all you've got to do is get in tune with the body, in alignment. Meditation. Meditation is the soul. Yeah, it's the healing space for the body because the mind is out of the way. The mind gets to quiet down from all the noise outside, all the ego attachments, all the influence, and the mind gets to do what it does best, creation. Without a judgment, because the mind is the creator. The judgment comes from conditioning. Yet you are the judge to the mind. So to tell the body, to communicate with the body, to work with the body, to trust in the body, have full faith in the body, that needs the mind. Mind is the instructor, the captain, the commander, the controller, the composer. Can you see how it's the mind? Because we haven't been trained from that. And it's the mind of others, which is passed on from the others of the generations before, and the environments and the influence. All mind. Yet mind comes out the way and mind works with the body. Mind allows the soul to come through. Soul set the mind. That lights up the body. That rises up and then enlightens the mind to connect with your higher self, your soul. So body is the foundations because it is the physical. It takes the longest. Soul is an instant. We show up every day. Awareness is in a flash, speed of light. All in the words. The mind is the moon. The moon every 30 days is a cycle. Each phase of the moon is the different ego characters, the different influences, the different phases. Yet if we still show up with the mind and we get met with life, distractions, we are then the gatekeeper. If we know our truth above all the distractions outside of ourselves, external to ourselves, we can simplify the mind. Words, thoughts, and actions follow. The soul is the truth, our energy. Growing up as a kid, the mind, we don't have any barriers. It's only when we learn, we burn our finger, when we touch that coal, we stop doing it. We bump into and kick our toe. We remember. We take a new route next time. So it's only from our experience, but if we have assistance now of the mind with our truth, we can choose what comes into our world, what enters our space. We always have a choice. The choice is from the mind, yes or no. And if you listen to the soul, you know, it's that feeling. And if you listen to the body, it's the knowing inside the body. So no, because I know my feeling, my truth. So using the mind now as the gatekeeper, using the mind as the partnership to the body. I've got your back, now you've got mine. I know now. Thank you. So let's do this together to create. Every day is a new day. We show up from that creation. It's only the time where we're comparing ourselves to a past. We're comparing ourselves to someone else. Or we're worrying about in the future, we're not going to be able to do it based on our past. If we show up today now, what is your truth? I am here, now here. My energy. My body is calming. My body is doing what it's supposed to be. My mind is now here to create, to work with the body, to listen to the soul. And if we then use the concept of aging, every year is a new year and we get older every year. How old are you? I am, with a number. Yet we are in control of our words. We always have a choice. So we change the external, the concepts that do not serve us. And from this moment, we get to show up as youth. We get a choice of our words. We get to add in the play with a smile, with a stare, knowing that that goes into the body, that goes out to the world. And you remove concept of time, all you do is show up like that each day. What's it take? Awareness, intention, and then the feeling inside the body. Body, mind, soul. And that seems so simple, we get the mind in to create even more. The imagination of the mind. Stretch the imagination. Expansion of your thoughts. Expansion. And then it comes back to the soul. Awareness. Energy, light, love, peace, calmness, joy, play, healing, thriving, reviving. Your soul is all those things. You can master that soul with the mind, your characters, your roles, your personalities, your protection, guardians, gatekeepers. Your mind gives meaning to all those things. And when that becomes automated, your body remembers. Your body will just let you know from a feeling. Your mind then has the choice. And because you know in all moments, awareness, you're always in your truth. And then how we view our choices and our experience. With the words that we describe it, we become the scribes. That was so bad. That was so horrible. That hurt me. That was a challenge. That tested me. I learned a lot from that. That was a defining moment of my life. That really took me to a proper low point. And I realized I had to go there to rise back up. We've fallen so far, mind. Because we've always been here, soul. The human experience is that in the body, feelings. Our energy, our spirit, in spirit, we are the inspiration. Body, mind, soul, body, mind, soul, body, mind, soul. So we now have awareness, we have wisdom, we have technology, God. We have information, we have science, we have research, all from the mind. Yet what do we have at the core of all of that? Us, our true self. We now get to go into this experience with the awareness, with our time, our past, our story, with the messages from other people, the teachings from the teachers, the challenges from our loved ones. We have all that now. Which means we can start from this moment and work going forward. So the blueprint, let's go back to the inner child. Turn up as the soul every day. What can I learn today? Where can I get my play in, my flow? Making time for me. Being present is making time for yourself. You're emitting your light. And then we work at the mind. Mind sets the body. Our words, the choice. The thoughts, what we choose to hold on to. Those moments to let go. And then replace that, we bring in flow. So mind every day. Gratitude, appreciation, words of encouragement. Courage, mind. Encourage the mind. We get to do that as the soul. We are the courage. And then we've got our body, which takes a lot longer. Oh, I can't do that anymore. My body's not like what it used to be. Every day's a new day. That's your mind limitations. A limited mind, limited thinking. Change it. Catch yourself. Imagine your mind, the negative part of the mind, the ego, is that car on the top of the hill. And as you get out the car, you've left that handbrake down. And you notice awareness, the car starts to roll. There's an uncomfortable feeling now. You can choose to leave it. But look at the destruction it will cause. If you leave it and leave it and leave it, that rolls down, and wherever it goes, we got to deal with the consequences. Or we run, we get in that car, we pull that handbrake up the moment we become aware. The mind doesn't need to negotiate with that. Get in, pull it up, and let's go from there. I remembered. I noticed. The soul will let you know on many occasions. When you go to meet someone new, yet when you wake up, the alarm actually didn't go off today. Random, never happened before. You can't find your keys. Then your car's not starting. Now there's traffic. Look out for the signs. Your soul. Maybe you're not meant to go today. There's been more than 3 occasions here. Listen. Trust in yourself. If something pops up, I need to phone someone. They popped up for a reason. And if they pop up again, pay attention. Your mind, body, and soul is a perfect balance. Yet if we get out of the mind and feel, the mind then can come in with the meaning. And if you trust in your body that it's told you that for a reason, then that meaning will then make sense. And then you can confirm that with your soul. Meditation. Ask, and you shall receive. Meditation's the soul, because you are the son of God. Your body is the God. When you go into meditation, you go within your body. The Son and God inside the body. In the inner kingdom, in the temple, in the Garden of Eden. It's magic when you start looking at life from this perspective. It's so simple. Let go of the past. You are here now. You are in control. So let's look at the body. Every day is a new day. How do we stimulate the body? What is simple and what is a truth? Energy, stretching. Yoga is now advice from me, and I share that, but we can do it in many ways. We can find things that work for us. And stretching and moving and walking. We're in control of that. We can do that in our bed. We can do that watching TV. We can do that out on a walk. There's many ways to explore the body. Our mind should just be reminded to bring energy to every part of the body. Those 50 trillion cells in your body are all an expression of you. They're all your little workers. And you are the captain. You are the boss. And you see what it's like in these big companies and organizations. People don't feel appreciated. They're not even noticed. And then they get disappointed and upset and stressed, and mental health. That's your cells. Appreciate your body, and your cells will appreciate you back. They just want to be noticed. They want to be felt. They want to be experienced. Is one drop out of the ocean, or the whole ocean in that drop? Bring awareness now, body, mind, and soul. Your soulful essentials is showing up, choosing what serves you, simplifying life down to a choice, instructing the mind, soul set, instructing the body, mindset. And then you just have experience. If you're present now, you are in flow. You get to let go, to let God. And in each moment, the now, there is a truth. Flow with that truth. Become the stream. Live life with the least resistance. Resistance from that choice, fear, negativity, protection, ego or soul. Soul is the truth, love, positivity, grow, flow. So simplify life down to a choice, and that choice is one that you get to make. That choice is your gift, presence. Your gift is life itself. And if we can take into consideration, the world is changing at quantum leaps. The advancement in technology means the advancement as us, as beings. And with that information, the removal of censorship, we get to find the meaning for ourselves. We know what feels right. We now just need to be guided. Technology, creation, all messages from God, all through spoken and created through man. So if we look at life from the higher perspective, to connect with the divine, to be one, to be whole, all of a sudden it gives us a completely new depth, an excitement, a quest, many more chapters to our story. So how are you going to show up? The blueprint of life, body, mind, soul. What does your blueprint look like from now? If you went back to your inner child, and how a child shows up, how your soul shows up, how much attention is given to you as a child versus how much attention you're giving to yourself now. And because we have more experience, in the grand scheme of time, we go into the meditation, we can show up and add everything we need to recharge ourselves, to go out into the world, to serve, to help our loved ones, to be the mum and dad, to play the roles. But yet we show up as ourselves. That is important to remember. That will bring you joy. So I wanted to say a big thank you again for coming on this journey with me on the expansion. My encouragement is to re-go through this program, because there's so much that you can take from this. I encourage to go back and listen with the eyes closed, to feel. Do it as a meditation. Take notes. See what comes up for you. And knowing that every day is a new day, these teachings are timeless. And every now and then there might be some sort of resistance in life. Switch on a random teaching and you'll see that there'll be a message within that for you at that time. If you even think about it, that's your soul saying, go back. But showing up every day, it doesn't have to be these teachings. It's showing up for yourself. Those soulful essentials created by you. The images, the vision boards, the insights, go with that feeling and see what comes back for you. Imagine continuing to write your story now. And everything that takes place in this life, that's going to add to your story. That'd be a new chapter, a new lesson, a new meaning, a new teaching for people that we now meet with. And then be proud of yourself. Really be proud of yourself. Smile with that feeling every day. I am here has that feeling. I am truth. I am love. I am soul. I am God. Have that as a knowing. Thank you so much, everyone. And I look forward to hearing what comes up for you based on this experience. Any insights, any things that come up during the expansion, please do share. Any questions, please do share. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you all soon.